Hi, my queens and my kings. Welcome back to my channel. And for today, for Mary's Positive Thoughts, we're going to talk about how to be happy. So I have a list of stuff that I wanted to talk about as far as like things that you can change around in your everyday life to kind of like be more positive and be more happy. So I have this list on my tablet. For number one, I wrote, tell yourself I deserve to be happy. You have to tell yourself positive affirmations, because when you tell yourself positive affirmation, you will soon believe what you say. It's kind of like the term fake it till you make it. 2, being thankful for where you are at in the here and now. So basically these are the principles of humanistic psychology, which is basically about thinking more so in the present, and the fact that we need to be self-actualized. We need to have like, I'll go into it, but like humanistic psychology talks a lot about like the here and now, the physical, because we can, in any given moment, we're only conscious of the here and now. So you have to be thankful for where you're at in your life, even if you're not where you're at, where you want to be in the future. What we're really focusing on is the here and now, trying to get you to be content where you're at. So then that will make you more happier. You feel my drift? You get it? I think you'll get it. So for the third one, I want to reference Abraham Maslow, who is a humanistic psychologist. And he basically believed in the principles of the hierarchy of needs, which basically has like 5 layers. It's like a triangle, and it's like 5 layers of things, basic needs that we need to be met in order to feel like a sense of purpose. And basically at the top is self-actualization, which is basically having a sense of purpose and feeling like your needs are met and that you're content with where you're at. And if at any point, if any of the things are missing from you in one of the hierarchy of needs, then you don't feel a sense of fulfillment in your life. So I feel like those principles, I apply them to my life, and I feel like you need to have a sense of purpose. You need to feel like people care about you, and the whole idea of unconditional positive regard, which means that you love the person regardless of what they do. You care about people. So I feel like you need to feel a sense that somebody loves you regardless of how you might act in any given day, depending on your mood or emotions, that you need to like kind of surround yourself with people that love you regardless of what you do. So like I think for that, I would say find a sense of fulfillment in your life. Try and do hobbies and things that will kind of make you more happier, and see if that will work. Positive affirmations. Like I said previously, you have to tell yourself positive affirmations every day, because once you tell yourself things like that, you will begin to believe what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself every day negative things, of course you're going to believe the negative things that you tell yourself. Negative mindset has been through, you have had that mindset because of years of programming yourself to believe those things that you told yourself. But if you tell yourself positive things, I'm pretty sure you will end up being more happier. Change your defeating thoughts into better ones. Similar to positive affirmations. Anytime that you have like a self-defeating thought about like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not capable of being happy, just replace it with, I am capable of being happy. And despite not always feeling like I'm capable of being happy, I can do better in the future to make myself be happy. You gotta do that, you know? Work through past trauma and issues. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it, but it's a heavy topic, because a lot of people have past issues and they don't want to talk about it, but not dealing with the issue is only masking it on the surface level. Out to the outside world, you appear happy, but inside you're not. You have to be willing to talk about your issues and be willing to kind of work through them, because you're not going to be happy if you're continuing to ignore the issues that you haven't resolved. So you have to work through them in order to become a more happier, fulfilled person. Compliment and encourage people. Like what I'm doing on my channel, I love to encourage people because I feel like we've all had a point in our life where people have told us not to be the person that we were meant to be. So you have to learn to encourage other people, because when you encourage other people, it's kind of like a trickle down effect. You encourage one person, that person will end up being taking your encouragement and going on to do that same thing for other people. For me, when I encourage people, I feel better about myself because I'm just like, if I can make one impact on someone's life, then that means I did something. I made an impact. I made you think critically, and made you think more positively. And I hope that you would end up doing the same thing for other people. Random acts of kindness. Just do something fun for something nice to someone who you feel like deserves it. You'll feel better when you just do kind things out of when you do things out of the kindness of your heart and you don't expect anything, because that's one of the nicest things to do. Sometimes we all go through stuff and it would be nice if someone did something for us that we weren't expecting. I cherish every little nice thing that someone does for me, because it's like they don't have to do that. They chose to do that. Take care of your health. When you take care of your health, you'll feel better, like eating better, maybe taking care of your skin better, exercising. Exercise releases endorphins, which makes you more happier, so focus on that. Don't just focus on eating and staying fit, also focus on your mental health, because that's part of health as well. A lot of people do not want to talk about mental health because of the stigma that I'm crazy, but you're not crazy. If you're struggling with something, you would be crazy not to go and seek help for it. So if you're going through something like seasonal depression, where we're in the holiday months where people are depressed because either they're not with their family members or what have you, it's okay to find someone to talk to. If you can't afford a counselor, go to counseling. If you're a college student and you're on a college campus and you have good counselors available, go and access the resource. I cannot stress that enough. I do not want to see people sad and depressed, because those are just like destiny killers, and it's just like it makes you feel so much sad and worse than you already feel. Surround yourself with people that are positive. When you find people that are so positive about life, it makes you want to be positive. Kind of like that trickle down effect, like I said earlier. Remove toxicity from your life. I cannot stress this enough. You gotta block the negativity out of your life. If it's that negative friend, that negative boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever is telling you, feeding you lies, that negative family member, if it's social media, cut it out of your life. You cannot force yourself to endure people's issues because they put it on you. You have to know that you deserve to be happy. You cannot put other people's issues on yourself. And if that person wants to be negative and toxic, you don't have to deal with it. So why are you putting yourself through that issues and causing yourself more unadded stress? You don't need stress. If anything, you need more happiness in your life, because all these stressful people, they have to go. They gotta go right now. So you know what to do. If social media is causing you to be so unhappy, delete it for a month and see after 30 days how you feel. It takes 30 days to develop a new habit. So if you can live 30 days without being on social media and comparing yourself with other people, imagine how you would feel after the 30 days is over. You will feel more better, more energized, and even your creativity might even spark up. And who knows what kind of things will end up being in your life, because you're putting more focus on other things than you are on social media. So that's the tip for other people. Create an empowerment playlist. I have a woman empowerment playlist, and I might link it down below if you have Apple Music. But basically, I have songs that empower me to be better than I was yesterday. And I made that playlist maybe a couple of weeks ago when I was going through a lot of issues, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself a woman empowerment playlist. And like that playlist is full of list of songs that I feel like empower me to be a better person and encourage me, and we all need encouragement. So just create a playlist full of positive songs that are motivational, and songs that you know that when you listen to it, it doesn't put you in a negative headspace. Adopt the self-care routine. Take care of yourself, because like when you feel better, when you look better, you feel better. And we all need that. So if you want to every Friday put on watch a movie and like eat food and like put on a face mask, do that. Whatever self-care means to you, just do it, because you need to not stop stressing yourself out. When you stop stressing yourself out, you'll see how happier you'll become. Develop a hobby or a goal. Maybe maybe you don't have a sense of fulfillment, and that's why you're probably not as happy. So develop a hobby or a goal. Something that you've been wanting to do for ages. Who's stopping you? Do it. If you want to go on a trip, make efforts to plan for the trip. Do it. You're the only one that's stopping yourself from the happiness that you want in your. Don't overwork yourself. If you have to work so many jobs or do overtime, I understand we all trying to make it in life, but don't overwork yourself. Stop stressing yourself, because when you stress yourself out, you're less happy, and you need to maintain your level of equilibrium is the term I want to say. Your level of balance. You gotta be happy. So if you can, organize your time effectively. Maybe getting a planner, using Google Planner. Is it? Yeah, I think it's Google Planner. Yeah, using that, and like organize your time better, and find time where you should just dedicate your time to doing nothing, so that you can at least be happy, Get some sleep. Yo, I need to implement this in my life, because according to the article I looked at, which I will link down below, it says you need to have 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep. The average adult, I don't even feel like even gets that amount of sleep. I'm lucky if I even get 7.5 hours of sleep, which I know there's something that I need to change in order to get more sleep, because I be tired. So now for the self-work activity, I want you to create a positivity jar. And so the jar is basically something that I made. Well, I found it online, and I made it up because I was like, I'm tired of being negative and feeling bad about myself. So I created a jar, and I'll probably insert it somewhere here. But I made a jar, and I put like positive quotes and affirmations that I wanted to surround myself with. So I put them in a jar, and then every day I would open the jar and pick out one positive affirmation and read it to myself, and I will reflect on it throughout the whole day, and then that would be like a constant thing that I did. I did that on my Instagram for about over 100 days, and I saw myself every day being more positive, because I felt like I had a purpose, and I felt like I was doing something to motivate other people while also motivating myself, so I felt good. So I want you to do that as part of your self-work activity. Get a jar, a mason jar, could mean anything, and decorate it in any kind of shape or form you want, and look online and look up positive affirmation quotes. And you could even write them down, make up ones that you want to write down. You can even make up ones that you want to have written down. And basically just get a construction paper and start writing down positive quotes to yourself. And cut the strips and fold them and put them in the jar. And I want you for 30 days. I know it might seem hard, but 30 days is what you need to make effective changes. And those changes will affect you positively in a couple months to come. So for 30 days, I want you every day to pick out one positive affirmation and tell that to yourself. And then on top of that, reflect on them at the end of the day and see how you felt. If you want to document it in a journal, go ahead and do that. But that's what I want you to do that, and hopefully I hope that you would end up seeing some results, and tell me at the end, like throughout the process. You can always comment down below how you felt and if this activity worked for you. And yeah, so I just want to leave with this like song that I felt like that's positive. So I also want to include that as the for the self-work activity. Listen to the song by Coffee called Toast. It's such a positive, upbeat song, and I feel like if you're gonna make a empowerment playlist, you might as well include that in your empowerment playlist, because that will encourage you to be more happier. And basically, she said gratitude is a must. You have to be thankful for every stage of your life, even if you're not at the point that you want to be in. Who is stopping you from being happy? You're the only one that's stopping you. So you need to know that you deserve happiness and you deserve positivity in your life. And anything that doesn't serve you can be removed. You have the choice. You have the ability. And know it. And from your mouth to God's ears, it will happen. And for your mouth to the universe, if you don't even believe in God, it will happen. So now, with all that being said, just be happy and live your life. So, if you like the content in this video and you think that my positive thoughts have helped you in any shape or form, click the like button, please. And also, comments. We need more engagement on this channel, please. And also, I want you to share with your friends so that we can have more positivity and we can grow on this channel. And as well as, if you're going to subscribe, you might as well click the notification bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And with that, bye.